Hey everybody, and welcome back to some more Manila qualifiers. We thought we were done for the day, but there are tiebreaker matches because they did it. VP split the series, so Vega Squadron and Adfinem are tied. They are both already making it to the next stage of the qualifiers, but they do need to play to see who's that first seed who will go up against Empire, and then who is the second seed who will go up against uh Kai, no, Kai, no diggity. And I actually just need to check that because I realized I'm assuming that it's first seed, second seed, but it may actually. I'm pretty sure that's how they're having it operate. So let me just check that right quick. But obviously, this one it's not as on the line as some of the other games they've had here. Both teams already for sure in. Just getting yourself into a little bit. Yeah, it is that way. Okay, I was worried for a second. I was like, surely it's not upper and lower bracket with first and second seed. But yeah, basically, winner of this plays Empire, loser plays Dig. And obviously, Dig came out of their group just a little bit better off than Empire, so you can argue one of the harder opponents. But Diggity, Empire, kind of two of the teams most people were expecting to win this qualifier. So let's get into it. We have picks and bans flying out. These teams wasting no time. But suspicious. They were burning down that time earlier. And also, yeah, apologies, this is a solo cast because we didn't know this was gonna happen, so everybody's gone to bed. It's gonna be the IO ban out, something Adfinem love to run, as well as the Bounty Hunter, Vega Squadron, not wanting to have to deal with that. And then Doom, Lone Druid, we saw Mag's Lone Druid last series, the last series that we cast. They had a good time with it. So Vega gonna pick up Witch Doctor Puck, and actually Adfinem could have been a block pick with the Faceless Void. Probably trying to make sure that they don't on Vega get even more wonderful combos. But this is going to be the farming. Well, it might be the farming Faceless Void. It might be the farming, the Jungle Beastmaster, and then could still be the offlane Faceless Void. But we've seen all sorts of things already. Remaining. This meta looking to be a lot of fun, with lots of different picks coming out.
5 seconds remaining.
It's pretty interesting how Beastmaster right now, we've seen him safe lane, off lane, and in the jungle.
I should have seen that one coming.
Vega gonna get rid of the Spartan's Earth Spirit. Gonna have to deal with that guy, and then the Oracle as well. I wonder if Vega again are gonna try to go for. I mean, in previous games they've had some trouble with the Oracle. Does make it really hard to kill your opponents, remaining. But also sometimes wanting to get rid of the Oracle when you're going for something like the Bat Rider, where the False Promise can get rid of the lasso, or something else that you really don't want poached off.
Reserve time.
So we're dipping in on this last ban. I have to imagine Adfinem a little bit concerned about whether they need to ban something like the Brew Mother. She's been popping up a lot recently. We had a span. Ooh.
Vega Squadron's turn to pick.
Adfinem get rid of the Drow Ranger, but we've had a span of Brood Mothers, kind of an pick in the amount that they're getting picked up. So not going to be Brood Mother for now. It's going to be the Drow ban out. Another strategy Vega Squadron has used that's been very effective. And also could just close out the game before Faceless Void has those tools for setting up good chronospheres.
Radiant team pick. Lena. Vega Squadron's turn.
I'll go with the Enchantress, a solid support or offlane. Again, they don't have to make it terribly obvious yet, although this next pickup should tell us. But it's a nice ambiguous way to draft, and Adfinem just goes straight to the Lena. They want that burst damage. This is going to be my first Lena game of this tournament. She's someone who just has been
5 seconds
has not been favored over mids like the Quap, like the Puck, Ember Spirit being picked up even more. So first, Lena, I'm gonna tweet, let people know this game's going on. Give me a second, Phil. So for Vega, I Wouldn't mind another offlaner. Oh, I wouldn't mind them picking up an offlaner. It does feel like Enchantress, she can be incredibly greedy right now in the jungle, as long as there isn't a bounty hunter or Ricky in the game following her. We saw that earlier today, and obviously with the bounty banned out, all Vega do need to worry about is that Ricky, which could be there. Super painful for them. But I would also be interested to see something like if they do the Tide for Vega. They had some trouble with it earlier, but it is a hero that can be very powerful in these team fights. And Tide, Puck, Witch Doctor, you're getting some kills. If Vega Squadron want to go for another support though, it might be nice to find someone who can roam effectively. Obviously, Witch Doctor won't be able to solo zone out the Beastmaster, but paired with a strong safe laner, you can actually potentially get kills on the Beastmaster, especially someone like Jug and a good paralyzing cask. You can bring down the Beastmaster if he's out of position at all. So, Vega, I'm not sure. And there's the Ricky for the Enchantress. Oh, I wish I went right on that. Oh well. Well, they're gonna pick up the Ricky for Adfinem. Most likely we're gonna see what we saw earlier today. Ricky just follow around the Enchantress. Earlier today we had an Enchantress and a Ricky who were level 2 6 minutes in. It was the Enchantress didn't hit level 2 until 6 minutes in, actually, to stress it. I believe it is the latest level 2 on an Enchantress in professional history. And, yeah.
Radiant team
So,
ban.
we're gonna be seeing some more Ricky gaming. It'll it'll be something. Mirana being banned out. Now, obviously, I haven't looked over we've been casting here. I haven't looked over the stats for all the other games that have happened already, but Mirana was picked up a lot in the open qualifiers, and I have not had her once in the series that I covered. And I caught some of the other games and weren't seeing too much of her. So, interesting to see that she does deserve a ban. There is the Broodmother ban, thank goodness. Didn't want to see another one of those. It just did so much work in that last series. And for Adfinem, it's gonna be the Ember to round out the draft.
Vega squadrons turn to pick.
Vega will pick up their offlane or another support. Let us know what's happening. If they pick up another support, the Ricky no longer is good.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And it's gonna be the Slaughter. Okay. Slaughter, for heroes that are highly prioritized this qualifier, Slaughter is definitely one of them. Now, just to figure out where everything's going, Solo out that Enchantress, so hopefully it doesn't have an awful time against the Ricky, who will be played by maybe next time. Oh, we'll do intros right when we get into it, but this should be a pretty funny one. I believe it is just one game to determine this. It's just the tiebreaker, one game. There are no, just whoever wins this. Unless the Ancients explode at the same time, this is it. In the previous games against Vega that they played earlier today, Adfinem had a really hard time securing farm on Thug. Both games, Thug played the Templar Assassin and was heavily pressured. I do wonder if that weighs heavily on Adfinem's mind, worrying about how they will protect Thug and ensure that he gets the most out of this series, because he was behind. In the second game of the day, Thug was so far behind that he was 1-8. Jumping back into it. There we go. Let's get some introductions as we see what everybody is picking up. We're going to be seeing Mag playing that offlane Slaughter. No one on... Fuck. These two in our game earlier today as well. FN sent a link to Vidara. I have no idea why. Oh well. It's going to be FN on that carry Juggernaut. Witch Doctor being played up by Seema the Slayer, who also has back of Witch Doctor on as his effigy, and his witch doctor has been doing mad work throughout his throughout this entire tournament. And finally, no one on the puck. Tossing it over to Skylark, playing the Beastmaster for Finem. In the earlier series today, he is what kept them in it, taking
30
towers
seconds
while
to
everybody
go.
else was dying across the map, opening up the dire jungle. Maybe next time on that Rikimaru. Ember Spirit gonna be played by Doug. The Spartan playing the Lena. Of course, Madara on the Faceless Void. Something else interesting is, of course, this means that it's support Lena. She's gonna be there trying to harass out the Slardar. It's not that Lena's bad, but she's not someone we've seen as a support quite a while. Not as popular.
Never refuse gold given.
Hopefully she makes it work out. They've already got a sentry in their own camp. They want to make sure Slardar gets nothing out of this lane. So the plan really just is for Lena to harass the crap out of him. Fun times. So this mid matchup, again, this one that they both should be familiar with. Puck, more slippery than other mids, but it's very much one where Ember Spirit, you know, if the Puck makes any small mistake, you can get Searing chained into taking a lot of damage from the Flame Guard, and it's similar to the Quap Ember Spirit matchup. The ranged hero should have the advantage, but Ember Spirit can be very aggressive. And we will get to see the shenanigans begin. I know this is truly what you all wanted to watch. Not only have they blocked Enchantress's camps, Rikimaru is going to be riding her fluffy white tail. Just hanging around on top of her as he does. Meanwhile, up in top, Beastmaster already getting some good experience, although as I say that, Seema getting ready to come on around. There we go, the paralyzing cost, hoping for the perfect bounces. Not quite, but does manage to get the boar. Doesn't have it denied. And Solo, yeah, this is what happens, as you can see Rikimaru just sharing the experience with Solo. It makes life so hard for her. She's begun this time with Dust and a Sentry. Again, for those of you who don't know, this is exactly what happened in Finem's earlier game against the Enchantress. Skylark gonna take some damage here. There will also be another rock throw out onto him. Maledict as well. This could be our first blood. They need a bit more damage to go out onto Skylark, and he does have a salve, but the next Maledict proc, will it be enough? He manages to salve up in between. Mid, thinking about rotating in. Skylark should survive this last tick of damage from the Maledict, can eat another tree. The Puck wants to get involved, but Ricky is there, body blocking up no one. Skylark has now wasted an inordinate amount of time, and if this frees up Ember to get last hits in mid, it could be worth it. Skylark still on the great escape, trying to make it happen. He's just running away. They'll have another boulder toss, but no. The creeps turn into baby creeps. This should be it. One more auto attack. There's the enchant. Solo gets first blood, almost already level 2. Doing better than the game earlier today.
That was not yours.
Well, for the mid lane though, even though Puck should have a little bit of a better time, obviously the great escape there, being led by Skylark, giving Thug a little bit more space, although the Enchantress double stun, making it difficult for him to last hit. While Skylark has got level 2, it's something, and Slardar, who goes in, manages to stun both of them. The Light Strike Array was on cooldown, but doesn't look like they were able to make it happen. Madara farming down here. Now, the farming Faceless Void generally builds a little bit differently than the Utility Void. You still often see a blink, although if the game goes super late, you'll see that be dropped. Not viewed as a necessary initiation tool. Contra's coming back in. There is a sentry that should just get de-watered? Okay, she eats it, so that's really unfortunate there for Finem. They just did not bother to attack down the sentry, not realizing Enchantress had trees. Okay, and down bottom again. What is going on? Lena taking a lot of damage. Mag is bullying this lane. Taking advantage of creeps being under tower. And Lena very low. Enchantress thinking about coming around from behind to kill her, it looks like it. Or just gonna play a deep ward. Place a deep ward. And then Easter and Solo. Maybe can make something happen. Gonna save it for mid though. More important that Puck refills their bottle. I was saying on the Faceless Void carry, sometimes we do see the Maelstrom first come out from carry Faceless Void. There are definitely players who prioritize that over the Blink or the Vlads, which is normally the first item on the utility Void. Is neither here, no. In middle, Puck. Actually, it's still very even in middle, because the creep wave is coming into Ember, although as I say that, Ember's gonna have to forfeit a bunch of these creeps. Because of the way the Puck's playing, and Ember also taking the orb damage there, no one having a bit of fun with his food. Oh, while in bottom, that's gonna be a kill! Onto the Enchantress, what was she doing there? Lotto was nowhere in sight, and I guess hoping that she could bring down Madara. No such luck. Light Strike Array going out onto the creeps. Madara playing very riskily here. Gonna be picking up the lifesteal. Trying to make sure that there's some sort of sustain in this lane. For Ember Spirit. Trying to continue farming. Now game plan wise, well, I'm just gonna run away. For game plan wise, it does feel like Vega, obviously you've got a Juggernaut, you could go for some early push, try to get the Enchantress involved a little bit earlier on, but I think that they're just gonna play it safe. Make sure that they get a lot of farm on the Juggernaut. They have a lot of tools for awesome team fights. Probably when the Blink is up on Slaughter, they might go for a smoke, or they will go for a smoke, revealing the Blink that way, get a kill, turn it into a tower push. Slaughter actually just having to sprint away. He moves so fast with the boots, the windlace, and of course the sprint active. Meanwhile, for Finem, they are going for a bit later of a timing. Ember Spirit, unless he decides to forego the bots, he isn't as effective at fighting early. He has a lot of damage, but it's just not the easiest. There's the Omni Slash. It goes onto the bird, but there's no way to stop him from catching up to Skylark with the spin. And the smoke screen down way too late. They will lose their offlaner again on Finem. It's not too big of a deal, but already 2,000 gold behind, 4 being murdered. On the upside, FN doesn't have any mana, but of course there's no Primal Roar or anything. Skylark only level 4. Ember Spirit will go down to the Dream Coil.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, all of this rotation does free up some farm for Faceless Void. Has hit that level 6. Slaughter coming back down also has his level 6. Gonna come harass the Spartans some more. And unlike the earlier series in the day, this Rikimaru not having the impact he would like. Orb of Venom and Windlance active, but it doesn't feel as easy to make stuff happen since the Enchantress found creeps anyway.
Tower is under attack.
Light Strike Array misses onto Mag. I think if it hit, maybe Madara considers throwing the Chronosphere for them to get a little bit of extra damage onto him, but not quite able to make.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Beastmaster actually has a smoke up on him, indicating that they're probably waiting for the level 6 to come out of Skylark, and then they're just going to use that Primal Roar. Slaughter, one of the easier ganks here. If they rotated a couple up top, they could potentially kill off the Juggernaut as well. But Puck, just very difficult with that phase shift to catch in anything.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Double damage.
Meanwhile, the top tower push has come. Enchantress up here, Juggernaut of course.
Radiant's top tower
Healing wards
is
on
under
cooldown,
attack.
but these heroes all pretty strong at pushing. Lots of sustain, mass teleports coming out. The Chronosphere will be placed. He only catches one of them though, and it's solo. They do have the Flame Guard. They will Remnant Bomb her. She should fall here, but look at just the level 1 in the healing whiffs, making her sustain for so long. While Slaughter, wrapping around, has the Tranquils. Windlace, maybe looking for more. It's not what they wanted for the Chronosphere. Finem looking for more than one to be caught out there. And maybe, here it goes, Slithering Crush off the mark. Madara is amplified, damaged up, and damaged. And Omni Slash back on cooldown. Ricky drops the smoke screen, making sure that Puck can't just drop the Dream Coil on them, but here it comes probably anyway. The silence flying on through. There's the spin. It's gonna lock them in. At least the Lina gonna go down here. Light Striker Ray does manage to hit the Primal Roar onto Mag, and the Spartan getting very low, but isn't dead yet. One more auto attack from the Puck brings her down. Puck gonna manage to actually tricks them. Both's going the wrong way. While Juggernaut has that healing ward active, they've got the ball slow out. Can they kill him? They're still chasing. There it is. It's going to be the Death Ward. They don't even bother with the paralyzing cast. They just drop the Death Ward right onto Skylark's face. And Madara unable to continue the chase. Skylark will fall here. And Seema showing why his Witch Doctor is so bloody prized.
Catch!
Oh, Madara looking to be in a bit of trouble. He does have the Time Walk. Can reposition him, get himself to a better spot. Well, maybe next time. Standing there invisibly. Does have enough mana for a smoke screen. Won't even need it. They're just gonna poke away at Seema. What's a spin gonna do here? And Madara gonna continue following this top lane. Beastmaster still hasn't had an opportunity to use his smoke, and Enchantress holding those dusts from earlier in the game. Slaughter, oh, he wants this boar. Tasty, tasty bacon. What is happening up in top lane? They're gonna kill FN, and now the TP's into the Chronosphere. You gotta cancel that. Mag doesn't bother. Madara needs a time walk away. He doesn't, so he will fall, and suddenly Thug sitting there has the Flame Guard, needs to do a bit more damage. The Dream Coil doesn't land. And Puck will continue to follow. The Death Ward has been dropped. He still has that Flame Guard. Lina with the Light Striker Ray. The Searing Chains hit. The Light Striker Ray doesn't. Rikimaru is standing behind them, but it looks like that'll be that. When you consider this game, there are so many slippery heroes. The Slaughter are hard to kill. The Slaughter, pretty tanky, has the sprint to get out of trouble. The Rikimaru, of course, has invisibility. Puck with the phase shift and the orb, and now the blink already up. Juggernaut has Healing Ward, Enchantress has Untouchable, and then of course on Finem, you've got Ember Spirit with the Remnant. Speaking of, looking for some more. Seema, they want to punish him for all those Death Wards. He will go down. South of them, a couple of heroes hanging about, but Vega will realize they need to back on out, and this is a brawler. We have a kill a minute, and it's just looking like the earlier game today. Vega are a team who love to fight, but Finem bringing it back. Pound for pound. Oh gosh. And Juggernaut goes down again, slipping to the 4th on the net worth shot.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I was saying how slippery these heroes are. Now, Lina has managed to get level 7. How are our levels doing? Everybody's hit level, got their ults. Despite the Ricky being a roaming support Ricky. And Lina trying to find some farm. I wouldn't be surprised if the Spartan goes for Yules here. Makes a lot of sense, not only with the Puck silence, and also with just some changes. The Windlace build up, really nice. Slaughter over halfway to the Blink Dagger. And it's not awful timing. There was a Dream Coil dropped, and the burst damage from the Omni Slash. Sorry guys, solo casting, a little bit more for me to pay attention to. I will step up my game. Stop missing the kills.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It looks like the game plan. Have maybe next time find some people to set up on, allowing them to TP in, probably drop a Chronosphere, drop some damage. We have the Chronosphere, it manages to land on 2, there are actually 4 here. FN will fall again! Feels like Juggernaut's 4th death or something, while Rikimaru on the backlines with the smoke screen, making sure that Seema can't walk away as fast. Enchantress tries to help with her creeps, but Seema in a lot of trouble, tricks at the trades, manages to get the kill there, and Rikimaru jumps to the low ground. He may be dusted up, but he doesn't care. Solo isolated from the rest, dodges the Light Striker Ray, and Lina now the one out of position there on the sidelines, taking a lot of damage. One more auto attack will bring her down. Slithering Crush enough, and Ember Spirit is here. He's got the Flame God, he's got the Searing Chains, but does not feel like he should go all the way up into 3 of them. So Puck throws out the silence, and Vega technically ahead on that one. I don't think the kill count counted everything. Can they get the deny on the tower? They're not going to be getting it because they're going for the team fight. Going to try to find Solo here. Searing Chains at the ready. You just need to use it, but their body blocks coming out from maybe next time. There it is. Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. They'll burn down Solo. And for Finem, they did lose their off-lane tower. But if they can transition this into a push of their own, very much worth it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Here we go, folks. Balls at the ready. I believe level 1 Necronomicon flying out on that courier for the Beastmaster. Not that they need it for this tower. This one's going down fast. Yeah, Juggernaut sitting at 3 deaths, all of which happened in the past few minutes. FN. So, more importantly, of course, it stunts his farm. He is going for the Battle Fury though, so once Juggernaut has that, he'll easily be able to catch up. And in fact, overtake whatever a Faceless Void could put out. Bot's finished on the Ember Spirit. Not bad timing at all. We'll see how long it takes him to get up that Battle Fury, although this game I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously does need the Battle Fury. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for something like the Blink next, though. Feeling that that'll help save him from the Puck coming towards him. Oh. Puck just performing some animal cruelty. Okay, here it is. There's going to be a Dream Coil. Skylark goes for the TP, but it is too little too late. He'll get blown up by an orb on through. Enchantress getting the last hit. Oh, maybe next time. It's a stack. I don't know if there's anybody nearby other than the Faceless Void. At the very least, maybe next time we'll steal some experience. If he's not careful, though, they'll realize that he's here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, and there it is. The Chronosphere onto FN. They finally destroy. There we go. Light Strike Array Laguna Blade will bring him down. His 4th death. A little bit suspicious of the healing ward, but they got rid of it. Of course, there's no Chronosphere now. Puck also doesn't have Dream Coil for another 20 seconds, and all of Finem playing very aggressively under that tier 1 tower, despite not having destroyed it. Remnant in, coming out onto Solo, but look at how slowly they attack. They need tricks of the trade or something.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, while up in top, oh, they TP out just in time. Madara in a lot of trouble as well, but they will lose the Lina. And here we go, Puck jumping around. They're chasing after her. Primal Roar, there is no more mana on that hero. And Puck will go down.
Your best effort.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, the Tower Siege coming on in. The Chronosphere not up for 35 seconds. Slaughter looking for something. Enchantress will get the tower, and Madara blinks away, actually gets stuck in the trees, but has a Quelling Blade, easily able to cut his way free.
Illusion.
Sioma's bought a super early gem. Holy Hannah, this guy. He wants to get up in this Rikimaru's face. Not letting anyone be his boss. Sioma, in a lot of these games that we've been casting today, has been really rich. Not ridiculously rich in this one, but still enough that he thought it was appropriate to buy that early gem. Enchantress will go down in the forest. Puck gonna be able to jump one out. Or is he? Faceless Void Goes for the Chronosphere. Can they get in time for the Light Strike Array? Will they? The smoke screen is enough. The Spartan getting the last hit with the Dragon Slave. And this game, Finem starting to pull ahead when it comes to experience. Pretty even when it comes to gold. And this tower push, looking good. The only downside of this tower push, oh, we have the bots in. Let's see if they can catch FN. This is a dangerous kill. He could Omni Slash them, but there is the Primal Roar in the spin. I don't think they can fight this. The creeps are coming out. Slithering Crush catches both of them, but the Omni Slash bouncing to many of the creeps. Thug gonna be able to remnant away. So Spartan probably not so lucky. Where are the bashes? The Slithering Crush will do it. Meanwhile, the top tower is being taken down. And holy Hannah, they are still chasing down Ember Spirit. They managed to catch him, Remnant or no. And so the nice turnaround for Vega. This game back and forth.
Money's home.
Roshan's gonna be made quick work of, since there is that minus armor. And unfortunately, I feel if Finem had the Beastmaster up, they could maybe push a tower. But right now, not much they can do. They do apply a little bit of pressure in this lane, but get no real damage on the tower. While Rikimaru works on an omelet. And Enchantress is going perhaps just the point booster to buffer up. I'd be surprised to see the Aghanim Scepter before the Dragon Lance, but player's preference, she might decide that we'll be fighting in close quarters anyway. Stacking those up for FN, who, as we talked about, wasn't farming amazingly due to the deaths, but now right there at the top of the net worth chart. And it is a blink on Ember Spirit, as we talked about. Just something to make sure that he can get out a bit more. Making him more survivable in these engagements. It means that he feels a little bit pressured here. Our Faceless Void. We'll see what his next item is. I'm expecting damage. Aether Lens completed on the Lina. He's also working on an Aghanim Scepter.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
Bottom
fortified.
tower. Oh, they will probably, let's see if they even lose the tower. There is a smoke gank attempt coming around. Mag, oh, he jumps in, manages to get a Slithering Crush onto one, but there it is, the Primal Roll. Mag most likely going to get brought down, but again, using the Chronosphere again, but it gets immediately stopped by the smoke screen. They will finally take down Mag. The puck is dead as well. There's a gem on the sideline. Skylark going to pick it up. Tricks of the trade, helping Ricky avoid a little bit of trouble here. And Spartan, oh gosh, you're just standing there, but Light Strike Array onto 2. FN, a couple auto attacks should bring him down. That's going to be the Aegis. FN does still have his ult. Solo, they aren't even gonna care about Solo. They are giving it a go onto FN. The time locks are real, and there's the smoke screen! A 3 for nil. Finem wrecking face in that team fight. Acquiring a gem. And getting the tier 1 tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, and Finem aren't done yet. Sioma, you are in trouble. There's a smoke screen. Nothing Sioma can do. At the very least, the dust comes out onto the Ricky, but he doesn't care. He's just gonna TP away. Having fun there with his omelet. And Finem, another quick pickoff. Going to, woof, skyrocket in farm. Period. Obviously, this looks so steep because this game has been so close. On the grand scheme of things, it's not actually... 2,000 gold for a team fight's pretty normal. And then another 1,000 for the tower. But because the game has been within 3,000 gold. Looking like the steepest line we've ever seen. Enchantress is finishing the Aghanim Scepter first. A really interesting item choice. Perhaps just concerned that they really need more damage. I don't believe Puck has any idea he's being followed. He may have felt somebody body blocking him. Or Puck may have felt somebody body blocking Puck. No matter now, Skylark has the Necronomicon level 3, is holding the gem. A little bit of a risky proposal, but gonna play it safe. We'll return to pushing that bottom lane since they've cleared all the towers in this one. And up next for that Beastmaster, expecting a blink to make these initiations by Adfinem even better.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This
Dire's
looks to be a
structures
free
are
tier 1. So far, nobody's
Dire's
TP'd.
middle tower is under attack.
Ricky Maru, not
Dire's
even going to
middle
be
tower has fallen.
put into any trouble. There aren't. There isn't much
Radiant's
vision.
top
Oh,
tower
here we
is
come.
under
Ricky
attack.
Maru. There should be a Chronosphere onto 2. Does catch Thug, but the Light Strike Array should catch both of them out, and FN will fall. A beautiful setup there by Vega.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Sorry, by Adfinem. And let's see if they can find some more. Vega just can't fight down 2 heroes. Puck even having to be careful because the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains could really cause Puck to be out of position. Jumped on. Sioma. Pass.
Dire's middle tower
Oh,
is
there's
under
the jump forwards from the Faceless Void. Sioma, your wizardry staff might not be enough on the other side of the fight. The Puck goes down. The Ember Spirit jumps forwards though, and there it is. Adfinem. This game completely in their control. They're diving tier 3s. Oh, Faceless Void, he's not done yet. Got his Maelstrom. Gonna blink away and dodge that attack.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Obviously, Roshan is not up. Won't be up for at least another 2 minutes. But for Adfinem, the lost outer tower, maybe poking at the high ground, taking Roche. Looks like an easy road to victory for them. Vega really need to pull it together. They've got the Ags up on the Enchantress, although Lena also completes her Ags. They've got a Manta up on Juggernaut. Try and help him with getting out of some of these pesky things. Their Puck initiation has to be near perfect. Both the Puck and the Slaughter.
Here I am.
Need to be perfect. And here we go. It looks like a smoke. Enchantress hasn't blown it yet, making sure that they got the business. Or we can just avoid smoking and never smoke. That's fine too. You do you, team. For Vega, obviously when you're starting to approach a 10,000 net worth deficit, getting a pick off can be really powerful. There's the smoke. Even if you don't get their most farmed hero,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
catching out the Lena would be just as good and
Dire's
isn't too
bottom
difficult.
tower is under attack.
Now they do not have dust on these 3. So this is a little bit risky. If their smoke breaks inadvertently, it could just be the Ricky. That is who they're wandering towards, the Ricky and the Faceless Void. Well, they're trying to bait the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor Sioma has done it. He's managed the bait. There's the Dream Coil landing onto maybe next time. Madara taking a lot of damage from this Death Ward. They bring down the Faceless Void, and maybe they'll catch out the Ricky too, but no! Slaughter gets Laguna Bladed down. The rest of Adfinem is here. They're so mobile. Jumping forwards with the Remnant. They kill off the Enchantress on the other side, and Sioma. Oh, Sioma. Can he get the neutrals to kill him? Yes, he can! What a guy. Ember Spirit doesn't want to let that get him down. Gonna give it a go onto the Puck. Primal Roar to make sure that she does not phase shift. Oh, Puck doesn't phase shift out. And another big win for the Adfinem lineup. It looked like such a good bait from Vega. And it just wasn't enough.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Now know it's going to be a
Radiant's
longer
top
than
tower
average
is under
Roshan
attack.
spawn time. Adfin, taking this opportunity to get some damage on this tower. There are going to be a few... Oh, they just finished up the tower. There is a buyback available in the puck, but it doesn't quite feel worth it not having the Dream Coil. And Adfinum, it looks like they fake backed. The Searing Chains doesn't hit onto the Juggernaut. The fake back will be revealed. Adfinum backing out for real now. For Puck, I'm not sure what item helps be the most impactful at this point in the game. The Yules is meant to be keeping Puck alive. A Veil could maybe amplify their damage just so that they can actually do something here, but... I am unsure what will help save this one out. BKB actually may be a viable option. There's a lot of magical damage. Unfortunately, already the Aghanim Scepter up on the Lina. Chronosphere doesn't care about your BKB, and Primal Roar pierces it, so not a great option either. Oh, but Vega, they use their scan. You can see it popping up over here on the map. They know exactly where Adfinum are. We'll see whether they can turn that knowledge into a successful pick-off. Once again, this is a tiebreaker match. Both of these teams are for sure going further in the qualifiers. This is just to determine who they play against. The Hawk! She enchants the Hawk and then it's immediately murdered by these creeps. Animal cruelty. There they go. There's the initiation. Tricks of the Trades by Ricky. Realizing he was in a bit of a bad spot. The smoke cloud. Not gonna be on point. And Adfinum having a lot of trouble taking this fight the way they want, but the bash comes out! Laguna Blade as well, and there it is, a 3-man Chronosphere. Sioma needs to channel that Death Ward on the sidelines, is doing it onto Madara, but it's not enough, and Sioma will fall. FN on the sidelines of this fight, getting very low as well. The Light Striker Ray off the mark since he was still spinning, but the rest of the team, the Searing Chains, able to follow him up. And only Puck and the Enchantress survive. And here we go, we can see Adfinum drawing on the map. They know exactly what they need to do. Other than the Juggernaut, who is the top of the net worth, the net worth is ordered. Just Jug all of Adfinum. I thought for a second I'd toggled it wrong for you folks. Creeps coming in through that bottom lane, so they should be able to get themselves a melee racks. 32 minutes in. Pretty decent. Puck trying to get rid of the creeps, but I think Adfinum know that they can, and Puck has to Yules up. Will Puck be able to get out here? There's the smoke screen. Gets the blink away. Beastmaster continuing to work in on the mid racks. They do not have the Chronosphere. They get quite a bit of melee damage. There it is, the Slithering Crush out onto Madara. He gets blown up here. Light Striker Ray manages to hit on Mag though. Lina doesn't have the mana for Laguna Blade. It's been enough time, but she does not have the mana. Where is the blink? Curse the Yules! Enough! And they will get this pick off as well. Impetus! Smacking her down along with the Slaughter. And suddenly, two very important series of kills. Both of those worth 1,000 gold for Vega. Primal Roar out onto FN. Look at his mana go! He doesn't have mana to do anything! And Juggernaut's 8th death of the game. It's impressive that he's the top of the net worth. But Adfinum just keep picking him off, not allowing him to increase that gap. Solo, Searing Chains. There's gonna be no TP. Even Roche going to town on the Enchantress. Oh, the bash! The lock! Puck jumps in. Will Puck be able to pick anyone off? Decides to jump on out. But this game, I mean... Vega, let's be real. Vega also getting some bad luck with when bashes are occurring. Even Roche bashing them. Not looking great for Vega. They have fallen 15,000 net worth behind, 12,000 experience. They're about to lose the Roshan. There's nothing they can do here. They have a buyback on FN, but it doesn't really count for much.
Roshan
I
has
have
fallen
claimed
to
him
the
up.
Radiant.
Vidara's gone for the BKB. I think this is pretty interesting. Obviously, it's going to help him a lot with getting knocked down by the Puck and the Slaughter. Slithering Crush and Silence have been what's caused the few deaths on Madara. See if he finishes something else different up next, but it is Solo that they're looking for. Has the Dragon Lance, here they go, Primal Roar, Tricks of the Trade, don't care about your Enchantressy-ness, and Ricky having a blast this game, going very well. And the Chronosphere, do they have it? This should be the blink away. Madara. I have to run on out. They have Chronosphere at the ready. So, at Finem, they've killed off the Enchantress. They may as well take a fight and get Raxia. Aegis add attention on Thug, who already has a Daedalus. No, I haven't left this open for long enough, but there he goes with the aggressive jump in. Sioma, pretty much two-shot there, and now if FN isn't careful, there's a Yules up onto the Slaughter, who gets caught out. Oh, he will just get brought down. Chronosphere onto 3. Light Striker and Laguna Blade hitting onto FN. He'll get brought down. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains. There's a buyback coming out from the Slaughter, but nobody else has buybacks. And this easily should be a Rax. Could be another lane as well. GGs are cold. 36 minutes in. Ad Finem secured that they will be playing up against Empire, while Vega will be playing No Diggity. The best performing team from Group A. Either way, folks, this is it for the coverage. This is actually donezo now. Thank you all again for watching. Sorry it was a solo cast. We didn't know the tiebreakers would be happening. Well, we didn't know that we would be needed to cover the tiebreakers, so we jumped on in. Hopefully it was okay. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you all won many Bugattis. Have a good night. Peace out, folks.